Audiobooks for Everyone presents The Turn of the Screw by Henry James. Full book summary. On a chilly evening, a group of friends gathers at a country house. Among them is a man named Douglas, who offers to share a story he once heard from a governess he knew. This governess, now deceased, had written to him about strange events that occurred during her time at a remote estate called Bly. Douglas reads her letter aloud, revealing a haunting tale. The governess, an unnamed young woman, accepts a position as the governess for two orphaned children, Flora and Miles, at the grand estate of Bly. The children's uncle, a wealthy and indifferent gentleman, hires her but insists that he never wants to be bothered with anything regarding the children. His only request is that she should care for them without troubling him. Arriving at Bly, the governess is struck by the beauty of the estate. She finds Flora, the young girl, angelic and obedient, and Miles, the older boy, charming and polite. Everything seems perfect. But the governess soon begins to feel uneasy. One evening, while walking the grounds, the governess sees a man standing by a tower. He is tall, handsome, and strangely menacing. The man appears again and again, and she begins to realize that he is dead, Peter Quint, the former valet of the estate. Shortly after, she sees another apparition, Miss Jessel, the former governess, who died under mysterious circumstances. The governess becomes convinced that these two ghosts are haunting Bly, and that their spirits are corrupting the children. She tries to tell herself that the children must know about these apparitions but are deliberately hiding the truth from her. The more she looks for signs of corruption in the children, the more she grows obsessed. Miles, the young boy, is sent home from school after being expelled for reasons that are never made clear. The governess grows suspicious of his behavior, believing he is being influenced by the ghosts. Flora, too, begins to act strangely, and the governess starts to see a darkness in her that wasn't there before. The governess becomes convinced that if she doesn't act, the spirits of Quint and Jessel will claim the souls of the children, leading them to ruin. Her obsession grows, and she begins to think that the children are deliberately deceiving her to hide the truth about the ghosts. One evening, the governess confronts Miles, demanding to know what he knows about the ghosts. She accuses him of being in league with the spirits. Miles denies everything, but the governess, driven to desperation, believes she must save him at any cost. In a final confrontation, the governess sees Peter Quint standing in the distance, his ghostly figure beckoning. She cries out, certain that the evil spirit is close, and that Miles is in grave danger. In that moment, the governess reaches out for the child, but as she does, Miles collapses and dies in her arms. It is unclear whether his death was caused by the shock of the encounter, or if the supernatural forces at Bly were to blame. The governess is left alone, standing over the body of Miles. The governess is left in shock. After Miles' death, Flora, the young girl, is sent away from Bly, but the governess believes that she, at least, has been saved from the spirits. However, the story ends without telling us what happens to her. The governess believes that her efforts were justified and that she has protected the children from evil, but the events leave her emotionally and psychologically shattered. Her letter ends ambiguously, with the ultimate fate of the children, and the question of whether the ghosts were real, left unresolved.